Hey guys, this is the epilogue, which is something that an author will write to help wrap up the end of a story sometimes. Anchor Desk Notes, Thursday, May 27, 10 o'clock news, KETV, Omaha. Cue Camera 1, Anchor. We've all heard of foster families, people who open their homes to help others in their time of need. But here's something new, a foster town. A whole town that was ready to reach out and adopt the bereaved family of a young soldier who died recently in Iraq. Still photo, Corporal Austin Thayer. Corporal Austin Thayer had been stationed outside of Baghdad to provide support for the recent elections, and he was killed when his armored unit came under attack. Video, Main Street, Plattsford, Nebraska. This was the scene on Thursday afternoon as the whole town of Plattsford, Nebraska turned out to welcome the wife and 2 children of a fallen 1st Cavalry soldier. A local boy had discovered the soldier's family living in an abandoned farmhouse. Here's what his teacher had said today. Cue video and sound, teacher interview. It was one of our students, Ted Hammond, the only 6th grader in town. He's the one who found the family staying in an empty farmhouse. And he took them food and supplies that he bought with his own money. And he's the one who's been trying to help them get their lives back on track. We're all real proud that Ted's our friend. Cue video, background sound, marching band, red car, diner. People came from a 50-mile radius today to show their support and love, serving up everything from auto wheels to fresh apple pie. There was only one hitch in the festivities. Cue video and sound, boy and van. This is really incredible. And thank you, all of you, and they left. I talked to them this morning and we had planned to get them at 4 o'clock, but the family's gone, so I'm sorry, but really, thanks. Cue camera 1, anchor. That's right. The guest of honor, the soldier's wife, daughter, and son decided at the last minute that they needed to move on and stay with relatives in Colorado. Even so, it was a grand gesture, right from the heartland and right from the heart of the good people of Plattsford, Nebraska. Casualty Assistance Center, Fort Hood, Texas, June 3rd. Master Theodore Hammond, 175 Toronto Road, Plattsford, Nebraska. Dear Ted, when the Casualty Assistance Center here at Fort Hood learned from the Kansas State Police that a car registered to Corporal Austin Thayer had been found abandoned at a rest stop, we investigated. And when military police at Fort Hood discovered that Corporal Thayer's family had left town suddenly, you can imagine how concerned we became for their safety and well-being. We have now heard from Corporal Thayer's wife, Alexa, who is staying with her sister in Colorado. We have also heard from her about the important part you played in helping her and her 2 children, April and Arthur, during their stay in your town. On behalf of everyone here at the home of the 1st Cavalry, and particularly on behalf of the Casualty Assistance Center, I want to thank you. The Army makes every effort to care for our soldiers and their family members. We're grateful to know that citizens like you are standing by, ready to help these good people whenever we cannot. Again, thank you. Sincerely, Major Leonard Parstons, Casualty Assistance Call Officer. Foster Town for Military Family, June 6th, Plattsford, Nebraska, Associated Press. The people of Plattsford, Nebraska offered to become a foster town for the widow and children of a fallen soldier, and they made the offer out of the goodness of their hearts. Turns out they struck a chord in other hearts as well. Since the story first aired on May 27th, the town offices reported that inquiries and letters of thanks have been pouring in from across the country. The news has spread as far as Washington, D.C., where a broad coalition of congressional leaders plan to revisit the new Homestead Act, a law designed to encourage the repopulation of declining towns. The Army's Department of Casualty Assistance has also contacted the town of Plattsford to see if their offer holds good for other military families who want to settle in a small town and start to rebuild their lives. And the answer is yes. The welcome mat is out for everyone. So far, more than 24 bereaved military families have asked about the possibility of moving to this peaceful town on the Great Plains, and 3 families have already begun to make plans to move there during the summer. While there are not a lot of job prospects in Plattsford at the moment, the cost of housing is low, the community spirit is alive and well, and the town's one-room school is ready to grow, promising to provide an excellent education for children of all ages.